mothers are literally the worst parents on the entire planet. That's the first thing. And statistics back that. So over 70% of young men that grow up under a single mother in particular, end up in prison. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, 68% of young women that grow up under a single mother in particular end up a single mother herself. But when it comes to a two-parent family and a single father household, a young man has a 90% chance of never going to prison. And that is one of the biggest differences why we men have to go get our children from these freaking women. That is an issue, because the reason why so many of us are messed up is because we were all, or most of us, were raised by women, which are the worst parents on the entire planet, statistical wise.
Here we go again. This man shaming single mothers, that because of single mothers there are a lot of confused children out there. Children that are in jail, people that are in jail because of a child is raised by a single mother, they end up in jail, compared to a child that is raised by a single father. What did I just listen to? Like, here we go again. They keep blaming women for their bad behavior, because how can a woman be single mother if it's not that a man left her, or a man had to make her a single mother? I don't know how to put it more. You can't keep blaming single mothers for everything and saying single mother cannot raise a child, single mothers cannot do this, cannot do that. What are you even, what? Hey beautiful people, how y'all doing today? It's your girl Mara Davids, and I'm back again with another interesting video. Let me know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section, and let's go ahead and hear what other people have to say about this topic. Then at the end of all the stitches, I will share my own opinion.
Are literally the worst parents on the entire planet.
So I'm about to go on my hot girl walk, but I saw this and I said, let me make a quick video. Y'all are not ready to talk about the root cause of this issue, because the root cause is not the mom. It's not the single mom working her ass off to get her kids to school. It's not the single mom working 3 jobs to provide for her children. It's the man that left her in that situation to begin with. Because no woman chooses single motherhood just because. Most of the time, women leave men who are abusive, men who are cheating, liars, using drugs, something like that. Like, no woman's just like, I feel like being a single mom now. What? The system is not set up to help mothers, especially single mothers, definitely not. So it's not the woman, it's not the mom. Then he goes on to say that this doesn't even happen with single fathers. It probably doesn't happen with single fathers because there are a lot less, so the numbers are less, duh. And because when a dad does something, he gets all the praise, all the glory, so amazing. But when it's a woman, another single mom, then here comes the men like you to say shit like this on the internet. Do better. You know what bothers me more about this video? The fact that this was made by a man of color, knowing that single motherhood disproportionately affects women of color. Most single moms live at or below the poverty level. And a lot of them are women of color. Look up the history of that, bud. Look up the statistics of that and why that is. It's just crazy to me that people really have the time to sit there and say single mothers are the worst mothers on the planet, knowing that the system is set up for us to fail. And it takes a lot of work and a lot of support to beat the system that is set up against you. Because you could say like, oh, well, there's social services and all that. Do you know the hoops? Do you know the hoops that have to be jumped through to get social services help? As somebody who at one point was on social services help for my child, the hoops that I had to go through for the littlest amount of help while in school full time, working full time, having a baby, and needing to go to social services for help, for just a little bit of help. The problem isn't the mom. The problem isn't the woman. The problem is the men and the absent father, and the men leaving the women no choice. Do better.
Yes, go get your kids. Go get your kids. You want to get online and do a video saying that single moms are the worst parents on the planet and giving statistics on how they are most likely to end up in prison, which is true and stuff. But where are you? Why are you planting seeds in places that you're not staying to help cultivate? Why are you getting online and just basically sharing the bitterness in your heart because you couldn't control her? You probably were narcissistic and you've left her to raise these kids. Every day I have single moms that reach out to me who are struggling to make ends meet, who are trying to go back to school to better themselves, who are trying to be good moms. And a lot of them want to homeschool their kids. This is how amazing Black women are. They are always thinking of their kids. So where are you? You frame that in a totally wrong thing. You made it sound like these women are intentionally causing these kids to enter the prison population. No, it's because you are needed. And not just on birthdays, not just on Christmas, not just, you sending in child support. Where are you? Like another one of my sisters I saw on here stitched this and said, where are you at bath time? Where are you when it's homework time? You're leaving these women to take care of this responsibility. If you can't stay or if you can't be actively involved in your children's life, then maybe you should consider some type of birth control, maybe a vasectomy. But don't get on this on social media or podcast, wherever you originally posted this, and say that single moms are the worst parents on the planet. And then telling men to go get their kids. Yeah, they do. They absolutely need to be involved in the lives of their children and play an active role, and a daily active role, because my hat goes off to single moms. They are amazing people. The strongest people on the planet are single moms. And that's what you should have said, because they are doing the job of multiple people. They are doing the job that you don't get to do. You get to run off and go be with somebody else and live your best life, right? And then talk about your bitterness and all of this and get online and spread this nonsense to other men instead of you going to therapy and having wisdom. Stop this. Stop.
Are literally the worst parents on the entire planet. That's the first thing. And
friends, I don't care what nobody say. These men that get on this app like this about Black women, they gotta be gay. Ain't no other way to call it. Ain't no other way to go around it. They will blame everything and everybody on a Black woman except for the U.S. government, who push drugs into our neighborhoods to weaken the structure and foundation of the Black household. It takes two to tango. Where's y'all accountability at? You want to know where y'all accountability is? Y'all don't have none. A lot of y'all are too weak to handle a Black woman. A lot of y'all are not motivated. A lot of y'all can barely raise yourself, let alone a child, and take care of a woman. A lot of y'all can't. A lot of y'all are abusers, woman beaters. A lot of y'all are not spiritually and emotionally yoked. And a lot of y'all are simply incapable of loving a Black woman. And that's where you need to take accountability for, instead of running your mouth on TikTok.
Are literally the worst parents on the entire planet. That's the first thing. And
But you know what? This is so funny, because they keep saying single mothers and then talking about the percentage of with the father and in the home. That's a lie. Because what you fail to realize, it is a whole lot of single mothers in a marriage right now. They are married to a man like you that feel like he's somebody, and not, that have a little bit of money but don't know nothing about their child, don't know their favorite color, their best interest, don't know what doctor they go to, don't know what dentist they go to, don't know what schedule their parent teacher conference on, don't know if their kids got school, don't got school, why they don't have school, where they being raised. The only thing you did is came in the house and pay a little money and drop some raggedy peen that she almost want to get to you. So let's not act like these women are by themselves. The same percentage of those are single mothers with a man sitting right next to them trying to be an alpha male but don't know nothing. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay, that guy really got me worked up today. Go back and watch that video. He basically said that single moms are the worst parents on the planet and that men ought to go get their kids from these women because the statistics show that the kids are more likely to go to jail, as if single moms are causing these statistics on purpose, right? I wanted to share this picture of a single mom who signed up at my homeschool center in Florida. She worked 3 jobs after her husband passed away that year. He was sick. He passed away and left no life insurance. But here she is signing up at our homeschool center to have her son homeschool. And I asked her, I said, are you absolutely sure? I'm like, you're grieving. You've been through a lot. You have a new house. You're trying to pay a mortgage. She said, Pam, absolutely. I feel like God is calling me to homeschool because there was a lot of issues in the school with the teachers, and she loved her son so much that she was going to find a way to homeschool him. And let me tell you, our community stepped in, and I not only helped her financially, but I actually took her son to my house and I helped with his homeschool lessons. We were a village for her at our homeschool center. So my hats are off to single moms. Single moms, you rock, and you are amazing people, and this world could not function without you. You deserve to be honored. I was a single mom for 5 years, and I know what it's like to try to work hard to provide for your kids. And it's sad that there's bitter men out there that will get online and spread this nonsense instead of them going to therapy.
Are literally the worst parents on the entire planet. That's the first thing. And
listen, my guy, everybody was raised different. I was raised by my dad. I think everybody just be poking for excuses and who to blame because they didn't turn out to be Michael Jordan or somebody. Like I said, I was raised by my dad, so I mean, what's the difference? I don't get it. Just be who you are. Let your childhood go, boo, and be your best self.
If there is no absent, or if there are no absent fathers, there won't be a single mother. If there are no absent father that you don't want to take care of your child, because most of the time, single mothers don't even choose to be single mothers. Situation makes them like that, and they just have to. And when you see a single mother working so hard, they do work of 2 people. You see a particular mother taking care, raising 3 to 4 children on her own, doing everything she needs to do just to take care of these 3 or 4 children, or even 5 children. And all these men come to do is talk down on them. So what happened to the absent father, the father that was supposed to be there to take care of these kids? Because after you impregnate a girl, once you have child for you, it's left to you as a man to decide that, okay, should I stay with this child, with this woman and the child, or not? You can decide to leave and continue living your life and even go and impregnate another child. I saw a video on my TikTok page, I think yesterday. If you see amount of men that are impregnating women, like altogether in that show, 67 men, as in they impregnated like 85 women, or they have like 85 children. Like they just want to say, I have five children with 4 baby mamas. These are men. So what are you supposed to say? What is going to happen to the baby mamas that are on their own as single mothers? Because this man cannot be there at the same time for 4 different children, for 4 different baby mamas. It's not possible. So what do you say? You blame the woman, right? As in, I get tired of seeing videos like this because I really don't know why some men are so daft. They're just so daft. And you say that when it comes to single father, it's easier, blah blah blah. It's even very hard for you to see a single father. Most of the time, they have people taking care of them, of the child. What the work a woman puts in to take care of her child, the hard work she puts in to take care of her child, I don't think any man can do it single-handedly, do it and succeed. You keep blaming women for your bad behavior. You do something wrong, you blame women. You are the one that went to do something that got you to jail. You blame your single mother for taking you there to jail. So all the things that she trained you for, because she trained you, single-handedly trained you, she's a bad person. Like, make it make sense. I really don't get it. I don't get it. It's okay, you can go collect your children from them if you can take care of them, no problem. But men just need to stop blaming single mothers for anything. These women work so hard, so hard to just make sure they take care of their kids. And I don't think any man can sacrifice their life for that, because if you can sacrifice your life for that, when you're leaving a woman, carry your child and be going. But it's very difficult. Once a man has given a woman belly, that's the end. He can decide to go wherever he wants to go on its own. And now a woman has to stay back, adjust her life, and see how she can do other things being alone with those children. In fact, some men die, and they die without leaving anything for these women. They still struggle hard to do the right thing, but they are always to be blamed for being single mothers. Like, there's some people that choose just to single-handedly raise a child, maybe single donor. I say single donor. They can decide to get donor, sperm donor, and do other stuff to get pregnant. It's their choice. But we're talking about women that were in a relationship with a man before, and they got pregnant and they became single mothers. I don't think some women just decide in a day that I want to be a single mother. They will have taken a lot of BS from these men and just decided that, you know what, I choose my life and I choose the life of my kids over this type of, rubbish I'm collecting from this man. And they decide to be on their own and make life better for themselves. But if there's any little wrong, these women are to be blamed. What happened to the men that pushed them outside alone? What happens? Anyways, I would like to know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section. Thank you all so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe and all of that good stuff. And I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.